Hello. Uganda today has 135 districts, 352 town councils, 364 sub-counties. Do we really need all this? This is Odonga, a political philosopher that I will be analyzing the issue of Uganda districts amidst this donor withdrawing and giving financial support from Uganda. This is very interesting statistics. In 1959, Uganda had 16 districts. In 1962, 17 districts. In 1968, 18 districts. In 1971, 19 districts. In 1974, 37 districts. Amin increased the number of districts. But let's move on. In 1979, again the districts reduced to 33 from 37. In 1990, when the NRM government came to power, there were 34 districts. In 2006, there were 79 districts. And today, in 2023, we have 135 districts. What is going on? Just from this environment, we were spending, in 2001-2002, we were spending 465 billion shillings in running the local administrative units of Uganda. However, today, as of 2021-2022, we are spending 3 trillion shillings running the local governments. Do we really need all these districts? Do we need these districts? In my opinion, the debate has to begin that the districts of Uganda have to be balkanized. The districts of Uganda have to be amalgamated so that we start thinking of having probably one district for Buganda, Ankole, Bunyoro, Toro, Busoga, Acholi, Bugishu, Bukedi, Karamoja, Kigezi, Lango, Madi, and what else is remaining? Sebei, Teso, and West Nile. This makes 15. We need to start seriously balkanizing the districts. Ask yourself, why would Central Buganda need all the districts they have? They would probably need Kampala, Masaka, and Mpiji. Why would Gulu, Acholi, need districts where it takes 20 minutes to live from Gulu to Nwaya? It takes 40 minutes from Gulu to Kitgum. It takes 20 minutes from Gulu to Pade. Soroti, it takes 30 minutes from Soroti to Kabera Maido. Why do we need all these administrative units in Uganda? The debate has to start that probably we may need the districts of Kampala, Masaka, Mpiji, Masindi, Hoima, Gulu, Kitgum, West Nile, and Nebi, Jinja, and we have Mbarara, Bushenyi, and we have other districts, Kapchorwa, Soroti. The cost of administration is a little too high. Now you'll find that in Kampala alone, we have districts of Kalangala, Kampala, Kayunga, Kiboga, Luero, Masaka, Mitiana, Mubende, Nakaseke, Nakasongola, Rakai, Sembabule, Wakiso. I live in Wakiso. It takes 15 minutes to get to Kampala city. So this debate has to begin. But let's do a quick comparative survey and study with the other parts of the African continent. But even before I do that, think about this. All the small districts that have mushrooms are not growing. People who work in Kabera Mairo sleep in Soroti. People who work in Budadiri sleep in Mbale. People who work in Pade sleep in Gulu. People who work in Maracha Terego district sleep in Arua. Those districts are not growing. People just go for Nkuba Cheyo, to just look for income and come back to the traditional. So the conduct of the civil servants of itself already pointed to a direction that the small districts cannot work. I went to Kaberamaidu district local government. The compound is not slashed. You can even go hunting in front of the local district administration block. So the small districts cannot survive. The cost of public administration. Every district needs the RDC, DISO, COW, Electoral Commission. Now interesting, you have an RDC, you have ISO, you have deputy RDC, you have GISO. Now you go to the investigative arm of government. You have the DISO, you have the intelligence officer, you have the crime intelligence, you have the DPC, you have intelligence officers, you have OC crimes, duplication of services. And in every election, every new district, the Electoral Commission have to carry out by-elections. The cost of administration becomes so high. Why wouldn't we have one cow in Mbale and assistant cow in Budadiri? Why wouldn't we have one cow in Bushenyi and assistant cow in Kashare? We don't need RDCs in all these 135 districts. It becomes expensive. A vehicle, a four-wheel drive, allowances. The debate has to begin now. Last but not least, let's compare three countries: Kenya, Nigeria, Uganda, and Burkina Faso. If we divide the administrative units to the population, you'll find that Uganda has 134 administrative units, and the population that would averagely fall in those administrative units is 1.3 million people. Nigeria has 37 administrative units, and the population, the Ugandan population that would fall in each administrative unit is 383,000 per administrative unit, and we have 134. Nigeria has 37 administrative units, and the population that falls in each administrative unit is 3.5 million. Tanzania has 26 administrative units, and the population that would fall in the administrative units is 1.5 million. Kenya has 8 provinces, and the population that would fall in each province is 4.6 million shillings. So Uganda has more administrative units with a lesser population falling in each administrative unit. So what are we doing here? Now, let's study each district. In each district, you have the sub-county chief, you have the parish chief, you have the community development officer. Do we really need all these? People just getting hefty allowances? In each district, like Kamwenge, you will have the agricultural extension officer, you will have the veterinary officer, you will have the NADS, the officer in charge of National Agricultural Development Services, and then you have another officer in charge of Operation Wealth Creation. So what is this? There are 4 agencies doing one job, and yet provision of services under Operation Wealth Creation has been privatized. So why do you need all these officers? Uganda, my country, we need to learn from Burkina Faso, we need to learn from Benin, we need to learn from Democratic Republic of Congo, we need to learn from India, we need to learn from Indonesia, we need to learn from Nigeria, and we need to learn from Vietnam. We are doing wrong things as far as cost of public administration. The districts cannot work. Now that the donors are cutting funds, we should cut the number of districts and balkanize them and make them not more than 25. Because the mistakes we made in the issue of districts, we've now reached a situation where local governments are taxing traditional crops like sorghum, that they are raising revenue. The debate has to continue, and my role as a political philosopher is to provoke debate. Thank you so much. Cheers, and for God and my country.